Morning, welcome to my Tireside chat. So it's 6:30. I'm already on my way to work. We have some new hires starting today, and the IT department is the crucial part of the orientation process. So I gotta get there and set everything up, and then help with onboarding. But yeah, I was just thinking. One of my many followers yesterday commented on one of my videos saying that I've actually made a couple videos in a row where I wasn't screaming at other drivers, and maybe this is an imposter who's making these videos lately. I'm here to assure you that it is me, yours truly, in the flesh, Robin Seaver. However, this morning, I was just getting on right now onto the freeway at 6:30, which you think, oh, 6:30, this traffic's light. I should just be able to zoom right on. The thing is, I get on, and people in front of me, there's 30 people in the slow lane in front of me. They're all doing 55. And then I get into the middle lane, there's a guy doing 58, just hanging out in the middle lane, and the people in the fast lane are doing 65. Which, okay, yeah, legally that's the speed limit there, but who does that? Let's be honest, nobody does that. Even the cops don't do that. Unless maybe it's the CHP. If it's the highway patrol, even then, they're doing 70. And they don't dock you, they don't pull you over if you're doing 70. As long as you're going with the flow of traffic. Where I normally drive to work on the 168 here, if you're in the fast lane, you better be doing 80 or 85. And if there's a cop there somewhere, now if it's a sheriff, sheriffs really don't tend to care so much. I mean, they can pull you over, but typically they won't unless you're doing something egregious. From my observations, my experience. But yeah, even if there's a cop there in the group of traffic that you're traveling with, I've only ever. I mean, most of the time they're still doing like 75. And so is everyone, most of the time. Anyways, all that to say, I miss, I really like, I was thinking to myself, as I got on this morning, like, everyone was doing 55, I'm like, man, people in the Bay Area wouldn't be driving like this. I miss driving in the Bay Area. Back when I used to go up there for work once a week. I don't really, I do and I don't miss driving up there every Thursday morning and leaving the house at 5 a.m. and getting there at 7:30 to go to work in San Jose, but and then working for 6-8 hours, whatever, then turn around and coming back most of the time. I did that every week for, well, let's see, I think I started that in 2006 through like 2015, pretty much, because that was even before I was at Barracuda Networks, because they didn't purchase our company, Yosemite Technologies, until December of 2008. But Yosemite had we had an office in San Jose on Stevens Creek. Yep, in the next to the mall there. And I would drive up there once a week, because that was like where our C-suite executives were. They had an office there in Santana Row. They had there was one building right across from the Winchester Mystery House that was. I'm going off on a tangent here, but it's an interesting one, I hope. The building across from the Winchester Mystery House that they were in for a few years, and they went from. It was a leased office space, and they went from one. They occupied two different offices, and that like, how many square feet? Like 2,000 square feet, maybe. A little less. I think they were paying, back in 2006, 2007, they were paying like $20,000 a month for that, I want to say. But yeah, I would go up there once a week. Sometimes stay the night. Sometimes stay a couple of nights if we had some projects to do. But there was like 10, 15 people in that office. It wasn't honestly that much for me to do, but it was just kind of a courtesy visit, and then like I would help the C-suite people with whatever computer issues, or maybe go over strategies or something. I was kind of like the IT director at the time. 2006. Man, that was a long time ago. It was 20 years ago. 19, technically. But yeah, those were interesting times. I had a friend up there, really an old girlfriend. Of course, I was married to Brooks at the time, but I had an old girlfriend, Kathy, who I'd hang out with all the time up there and go drinking and stuff. And we never did anything, But looking back, I don't know why I didn't. Sorry, but yeah, I was married. Probably a good reason, Anyhow, I've said too much. All that, back to my original point. What was my original point? Nobody knows. I was talking about driving in the Bay Area. When I went up to San Francisco with Danielle, was that last year? I think so. God. And there was the one evening after dinner, I randomly decided, because it still had an hour or two of daylight. I was like, you know what we should do to kill some time? Let's go drive across the Golden Gate Bridge. That'd be cool. Like, I don't think I've done that since I was a kid. And so, we got in the car and drove from where we were at the Embarcadero across to the Golden Gate, and you have to drive through, I don't remember what, but I think it's technically a freeway, or it's like an expressway that goes right through the middle of San Francisco. And man, I just love that. It's like windy, and you're doing like 70, 75, which seems like an industrial area or a commercial area. And like it's 2 lanes, and people are just booking it, man. And you're just like taking turns, and nobody drives slow. Everyone's like, they're all about that business, man. You just zip on through there. You got to change lanes, you get the hell over. That would never happen here. People don't drive like that here. They're the, man, Bay Area drivers, I'm telling you, it's very different. I enjoy driving up there. People know what they're doing. Los Angeles, on the other hand, not too much different from Fresno, and it's worse because their congestion is just way worse than what we have, and it's like 1 million square miles or whatever. So, all right, so I'm gonna go inside now. Have a good day.